Now, a health and nutrition officer at UNICEF, Dr. Wabil, has said 94% of children aged between 1 and 14 years experience some form of violent discipline. She said out of this figure, 17% receive severe punishment, such as slapping or slapping on the face, head or ears, and beating a child hard repeatedly. Dr. Wabil also said almost 9 out of the 10 children, representing 89%, are psychologically abused at the hands of caregivers.
Speaking at an engagement with traditional and religious leaders on COVID-19 awareness creation and child protection, Dr. Wabil mentioned physical attacks, rape, child marriage, and psychological abuse, among others, as some of the violent discipline children go through in Ghana.
In Ghana, 94% of children aged 1 to 14 years experience some form of violent discipline. Out of this number, 17%, that's about 1 out of every 5 children in Ghana, receive what is termed as severe punishment through hitting, slapping the child on the face, the head, slapping the head or the ears, hitting or beating a child hard and repeatedly. Psychological aggression is also common. Almost 9 out of 10 are psychologically abused at the hands of their caregivers. You may be shouting at them, yelling, screaming at them, as well as calling them offensive names such as dumb or lazy.
Dr. Wabil said rape assessment conducted by UNICEF on violence and abuse at home during COVID-19 in May revealed 32%, mostly adolescents, suffered financial and economic abuse.
There was an assessment conducted by UNICEF in May 2019 looking at violence and then abuse at home. And 32% of those who responded, these were adolescents and young people. They said that they had seen and observed abusive or violent behavior in their families in the past 2 months. This was done in May, so that means between March and April they had observed that, and they said it had been increasing. The forms of abusive behavior they mentioned were financial and economic abuse, meaning that maybe they need money to buy some basic needs and they don't get that.
The acting director, Department of Children, Florence Eyisi-Kote, said there have been increased cases of violence against children per the 2017 assessment carried out by the department.
The most common abuse that we receive the report on is the issue of physical. People beat children, and that is going overboard is the most one. And then sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is very rampant. We have intercepted also incidents of child marriage and female genital mutilation, but they don't come as high as we want the issue of sexual and physical abuse that are reported to children. So those are the issues that really are coming up. And I also want to stress, it's not about the cases that are received, but the cases that are not received and we are hiding them. That's the main thing that we need to do. And that's why we say that if you prevent it from happening, then these cases will not come to us. So we need, as parents, to be vigilant, and we shouldn't be part of the abuse. Rather, should be ones that protect our children from being abused. So we need to work together, ensure there's prevention, because prevention is what we are aiming for. But when the case happens, especially when it's sexual, please report to the police. It shouldn't be settled at home.